Hey guys, it's me Baydz1.
Dylanthemixed1.
We're here to review Ice Age 4 Continental Drift storyline.
Yeah.
Well, it's basically about, you could say it's sort of apocalyptic based themed. The whole Ice Age world basically comes to a whole crumble. You know, like all these icebergs are all splitting and all that, and all these things happening, and then Manny, the father of what's the daughter
Peaches.
of Peaches, yeah, gets separated from both his wife and Peaches basically. So they've been separated and like by this iceberg thing, and he's trying to make it to them again somehow.
Yeah. Magnifica! Well, now this story, it was an okay movie, and because Brave came out a week before, you know, I'm gonna compare it as kids movies wise.
Magnifica!
I'm gonna compare it to Brave, and Brave's a lot more better of a kids movie. I have to say, it's a lot better than Ice Age 4. I have to say,
Vlogs it.
because Brave came out a week ago, and we saw it a week ago. So comparing it to that, it's nowhere near as good as Brave, I have to say. But this Ice Age movie is not even good as the previous Ice Age movies. You know, all the same old characters are all good, but just the new ones are a bit annoying.
Oh yeah, this movie and this guy and that guy and this guy and that guy. That's what I like.
I'll try and keep my hands still. But yeah, the new characters, I thought, why do you make them? They're not even necessary. There's these pirates that are so cheesy and boring and dumb. You got this old grandma, she's so annoying.
Yeah,
You know, all these
the
new...
grandma's alright. I like the grandma.
Yeah, she was so annoying and just bad.
Yeah. Anyway, this part, I like the main gorilla dude. He's awesome.
No, it was cheesy. Just the dialogue was cheesy as well. The dialogue, man, like when there's sword fighting or when Manny like gets separated from his daughter, it's so cheesy.
And the voice acting that Ray, I think Romero, that he was in the show. Everybody Loves Raymond. He plays the part of Manny, as he does in all the other films. This one was definitely a flatliner for him. It wasn't like his other performances that he's given in these previous films with his voice acting. He didn't put enough emotion into his character, you know, like
I agree.
when he got separated from his daughter, you know, he's like, "Oh, don't worry, I'll find you." This is basically how he's talking. "I'll find you someday. I'll find you."
Yeah, his character wasn't really that same old. But honestly, I thought all the old characters were nice. But this movie was just boring, you know. I just didn't like it. You know, just
I didn't like it. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was boring, you know. It's just a drift, and they're trying to get back to her home. That's all your movie is, with cheesy dialogue and cheesy new characters.
Yeah, no, it was quite crap because, like, this new gorilla dude, he had a weird voice, you know. He's actually a pygmy dwarf in that movie, I Love You Man and all. I can't remember his name, but you know, he is quite an alright actor, you know. But just the voice he put on, I never thought he'd have a voice like that, you know. That it actually sounded like the dude from and the gorilla actually looked like the guy that's on what's that movie? It's not Cowboys and Aliens, it's the other movie, John Carter. He looked like the guy from John Carter. The ape actually looked like the guy from John Carter.
Run, cowboy. Anyway, I'll give this movie 2.5 stars out of 5. It's okay movie. It's not as good as the old Ice Age movies. It's not really. If you want to go and see a kids movie, go and see Brave. I'd recommend Brave.
What I did just then is what the grandma did a lot in the movie. She's just slobbering everywhere, spitting everywhere, slobbering on a peach, on a pineapple, slobbering all over. Yeah.
You put your fingers on that.
What does it taste like? I'd give it give 5 out of 5. Yeah. No, I'm kidding. Suck on that Ice Age, you
Suck that.
Give it just a lousy 2.5 stars.
Okay, that's all from.
But I must say, the visuals in this movie were fantastic. You know, they've really gone and enhanced it. It looks way different from all the other Ice Age films. It really does. It looks really different. It looks really well done. I really liked it. You know, it was actually way more.
But that won't make the movie good.
Visually enhanced.
You need good characters and a good pacing movie, and this movie didn't have that.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's our review of Ice Age.
Ice Age 4.
Continental Drift.
Continental Drift.
That's all from Dylanthemixed1
and Baydz1.